Hello friends, it is Deja and welcome back to my channel. Excuse the mess back there, it's fine, but I'm here to start a new reading vlog. So a few months ago I uploaded a video where my friends and I basically were kind of exchanging a book. Like everyone chooses a book and then we all read it, we all vlog it, similar to what Rylan and I do with like the buddy reads. It's the same kind of concept, but also with our friend Elle. So last quarter was Elle's pick. I would leave that vlog above and below if you want to check it out. And this quarter is Rylan's pick. So Rylan chose Brutal Obsession by S. Massery. One of our like goals is to choose a book that is on Kindle Unlimited. So this is on Kindle Unlimited, but this is gorgeous. Rylan said that I needed to tab and annotate it, and I found it for pretty cheap on Pango. So I went ahead and got it. She's a big girl. I'm sad because the picture on Pango didn't like show that the spine was really cracked, but it's okay, I will live. Yeah, so all I know is this is maybe a dark romance, a hockey, I believe. And that's all I know. It's a big one. It's like nearly 600 pages, but it has beautiful like chapter headings. Hold on, let me find one. So that's the heading for our main character, Violet, which is the girl. And the guy has the ice skates, and his name is Grayson. So I will be starting this. Since I'm only reading one book and it's a big one, I will be updating you guys every 25%. This is my tabs that I'm going to be using. It's kind of all over the place. So I put my key on the back. I've realized that I have a lot of like tabs that I only use like some of, so I decided that I'm just going to build my own palette, and it doesn't like super match the book because it does have like the blue and the green. I might take out the green and put a different color if I can find one, but this is what we're going with and we're just gonna work with it. So I am gonna start this. I'm super excited, I'm super nervous. I think Rylan loved it, and I think Elle is currently reading it, so we'll need to see how fast I get through it. But she's a big one. It does seem like the chapters are pretty short though, so that's also nice. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but I'm very excited, and I will chat with you all soon when I reach 25%. Hello friends. I just wanted to pop in with an update. I just got to the 25% mark of Brutal Obsession. There is the tab update. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of is, it is what it is situation sort of for me right now, because all I knew going in was that it was a sports romance, which it is. The main guy, Grayson, is a hockey player, but that's all I knew, and I very quickly found out that it is actually a bully romance, and bully romance is not something that I tend to lean towards because I don't tend to enjoy the bullying aspect of it. Like I just don't understand like the unnecessary rudeness that there tends to be with bully romances, which is exactly what's happening with this book. I'm not necessarily confused, but I'm a bit annoyed with like the situation and how Grayson has chosen to handle it. But I get it because he's basically a spoiled child who got whatever he wanted. So I guess it is what it is. But basically, this book follows Violet and Grayson. 6 months ago, they were both in a car accident where Grayson hit Violet's car. And then there's just a whole bunch of things that spiraled from that. So 6 months later, they've realized that they go to school together, and there's just that lingering animosity and anger within the situation for the both of them. And I guess Grayson is now just set on ruining Violet's life. So that's basically where we're at right now. Like I said, it's okay. Bully romance isn't my favorite, so I hope that we move on from that quickly, and hopefully, you know, things will get better. But as for now, I'm kind of just like, meh, it's okay. I just want to get over this hill, and I feel like it could get better very quick. But it is a quick read despite it being almost 600 pages, so I am hoping to finish it within the next few days, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's the 25% update, and I'll chat to you all later when I reach 50%. Hiya friends, back with an update because over live sprints I reached 50% into brutal obsession. That was a little bit ago, but after we got off live sprints, my husband and I went to go get a sweet treat because while I was on live sprints I reached 1K here on YouTube. So if you're here, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you guys. I am planning on hopefully doing something in regarding my 1K. I don't think 1K is quite big enough for me to do a Q&A. Like, I don't think anyone would really have any questions, but I can float that idea around, or maybe have you guys vote on like a reading vlog or a book, something like that. But I am planning on putting a video out, having you guys help me celebrate my 1K. That video will probably come out in July or August, depending on what I decide to do. But yes, besides the fact, I wanted to pop on because I am now 50% into brutal obsession, and I will say I am enjoying it more now. The bullying is still definitely there. It is a bully romance to its core, but I am enjoying it. You can kind of start to see the shift in the relationship, so that I am enjoying. You could see that there are feelings being had, they're slowly falling, but nothing too crazy, or nothing has been like confessed yet, but you can see it in the point of views. So I am enjoying it more, but like I said, it is still a bully romance at its core, and the bullying is, it's intense. Like, it's intense bullying. It's not like light teasing or like rolling my eyes, you kind of annoy me. It's pretty intense the way that Grayson treats Violet. But I will say, what is funny is he calls her, or he called her like a few times, he called her Violence, which I thought is funny because I just finished Fourth Wing, and our main heroine there also had the same nickname. But yeah, that is completely unrelated to this book. But overall, I am enjoying Grayson and Violet. I do think that they do have a long way to go, but they have also come a long way already in the 50% mark. I think within this next 25%, probably a lot will happen in terms of like hopefully feelings getting expressed. I really hope I don't have to wait until the last 25% to have feelings start to be expressed to each other, or like those type of conversations to be had. But I am excited when those feelings do start to like fully come out, and seeing how they deal with that, because I'm pretty sure it's a happily ever after. So I'll be interested to see how their dynamic changes and things like that. There is a lot of like teasing, but Grayson is very aggressive, so it's not very like fun and bantery. Well, but that's okay. Violet is also going through stuff personally with like her future and stuff, so I'm also excited to see how all of that plays out. But overall, I am enjoying it more. I don't think Grayson has necessarily like gotten softer, but I feel like we do kind of see a different side to him now that he is acknowledging that there is something there for Violet. He just doesn't know what it is yet and how he's going to like deal with it or anything. But I do think that we are seeing the trickling starting about feelings. I guess we would just have to see when anything is outwardly expressed and what will happen from that. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure if I'll reach the 75% mark tonight, because that is about like 150-ish pages, I believe, something like that. So I don't know if I'll get to that point tonight, but I am gonna go ahead and read some more. So hopefully I get more decent progress, and maybe tomorrow I'll be able to check in with you guys with a 75% update. But all in all, we're here, we're enjoying it. Lots of tabs. I didn't show the tab update, but there's the tab update. Lots of tabs going on. So I just know this book is going to be gorgeous when I'm done with it, with all of the tabs. We also got some annotating going on. So overall, a fun time and a fun experience actually reading the book. I'm actually very glad that I got it physically. I was originally going to read it on Kindle Unlimited. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I got this on Pango, and I'm very happy I did. So that is all from me, and I will chat to you all soon. Hello friends, I'm back for an update because I'm officially 75% into Brutal Obsession. I'm actually reading it so fast now that I actually like give myself the time to sit down and read. But anyways, there's the tab update. We got a lot going on. I already needed to find like other tabs that matched my first set of tabs closely, because I'm running out. But yeah, I think hopefully I'll have enough for the last 25%. But like I said, I'm at the 75% mark, and things are happening now, like feeling wise, in that last 25% that I just read. So from like 50 to 75%, a lot happened. There are definitely some questions that still need to be answered, and I actually have no idea where the book is going. They say like some things are happening and there are some questions to be answered, but like I personally don't have any theories on what could actually be happening and how it's all going to get resolved. But I am enjoying Grayson and Violet a lot more. They're talking more, kind of, but I still feel like it's pretty surface level. So we'll need to see what happens in the last 25%. That will basically give me my rating, because as of right now, I'm not sure what I would rate the book, which at this point I feel like I should know because we're so far into it. But with this being such a long book, I guess it's fine, because I still have probably like 150 pages to go before the end of the book, so a lot can still happen, get explained, get answered, and all of that kind of stuff. But like I said, I am enjoying them a lot more. I feel like the bullying has calmed down a bit, and it's kind of almost turned into like less of a bullying situation and more of like a kink sort of level, I feel like with their relationship and what's going on. But I am enjoying it. I just don't know where it's going to go, if we're being honest. There's definitely like the underlying tension and questions that need to be answered, so I'm excited to see how it all plays out. And I think where we stopped, we're kind of at a point where I can't wait to see if anything gets confessed to each other. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is a standalone. I know that there is more books in the series, but I think they're all like companion novels. So I'm pretty sure this ends on a happily ever after, or maybe no happily ever after, but I'm pretty sure it wraps up in the end. And then the next book pretty much follows maybe a different character. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm enjoying it more now that I feel like the bullying has calmed down a little bit. And there's less like aggression there, I guess. So I am enjoying it a lot more now, but I mean, it took me to 75% or like past the 50% mark for things to kind of calm down a little bit, but it's okay. I knew it was a bully romance going in, so I keep trying to remind myself, like, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, this is what the book is trying to do, and not just be like, I feel like this is weird, because, like, yeah. But so far, enjoying it and excited to continue. I'm probably gonna go and finish this up right now. It is only 7 o'clock, so I feel like I can probably finish the last 25% if I focus and just like hone in. I could probably finish it within a couple hours, and then I'll probably be back to update you guys either tonight, depending on how I'm feeling, or tomorrow morning. But we are nearing the end. I'm excited. I'm not sure what to expect, but we're here, we're thriving, and yeah, so I will catch you all in a little bit when I finish this big chunk of a book. I'm back with my final update because I just finished Brutal Obsession by S. Mastery. Here are all of the tabs. I used most of them, so now I'm happy, and I can, you know, a lot of them only have like 1 or 2 left, so I feel like I didn't waste them. So that's nice. But yeah, so I put my little key inside. Here's all the tabs, lots of annotations as well. But popping on, because like I said, I just finished Brutal Obsession and I enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 stars, so very enjoyable for me. I think my main thing, I don't want to call it an issue, but the main thing I had with this book was actually the female main character, Violet. I felt like I may have enjoyed it a little more if there was a little bit more pushback from her side, I guess, if that makes sense. She very much just rolled over and took whatever Grayson gave her, which I felt was a bit unfair, because I felt like she had every single reason in the world to be upset with him, but she was more scared than anything to truly confront him. And I wish that at some point she had confronted him, but she didn't really. And I will also say that it took them quite a bit to make that shift into a romantic shift. So it was essentially bullying for like 70-75% of the book, and then the last quarter or so was when we finally got to see them together, and I actually really loved them together. I loved their dynamic after they got over the bullying. When Grayson started to care, I loved that side of Grayson. I really, really did, and I wish that we got a little bit more with that. I will also say there is a suspense portion, potential stalker situation, and I felt like that was kind of anticlimactic. It lasted like maybe 2-3 chapters for something that was kind of being built up throughout the book, so there is also that. But overall, I did really enjoy it. Grayson's friends, Knox and Steele, I would love to read their books as well. I actually have no clue. I know that there is a second book, but I have no clue who it follows. So let me see if I can look it up right now and see if I can see who the next book follows, because although I am like very curious about Steele because he was kind of like in it a little bit more, I actually think I would love Knox's story. So we're gonna see. So book 2 is Devious Obsession, and this follows Steele. Okay, very nice. I would love to read it. When did this come out? Just March of this year, so it just came out a couple months ago. So interesting, but this book is also very big, so I'll need to see whenever I'll get to it. But yeah, I have no idea who the love interest is. I just see in the little synopsis thing that they mention Steele. So I'm assuming there's going to be one more that follows Knox. One could only hope. But Steele is also a very interesting character. And he was definitely more present in this book than Knox was. So understandable. But as for this book, gave it 4 stars. Really, really enjoyed. I mentioned in the beginning of the video that this was Ryland's pick for our quarterly thing that we're going on, where we all kind of choose a book. I'm next. My book is next, and I don't know if I said what book I wanted to do. I don't think I have. So I'll need to figure out what book I want to do. Oh, okay. I think I gave them 2 options, and one of them was a duet. So maybe coming in September, I believe, is the end of the next quarter. Yeah, so sometime in September you will see another vlog from us. Hopefully reading my pick, potentially maybe a duet. I need to think about it. But I do want it to be a physical book that I own, but our goal is also to have it on KU. So I'm gonna have to do some digging around and look up some of the books on my shelves and see if they have it on KU for my friends who don't want to buy them. But yeah, so this is the end of the second round. We did this the first time Elle chose, and I'll leave that vlog above and below. And then Ryland just chose this book, which I gave 4 stars. I think Ryland really loved it. I think she may have cried or teared up. Not entirely sure, so I'm very curious to see her vlog. We've not been discussing the book at all. Despite us like buddy reading it, we're not discussing it. So when you guys watch her vlog, it'll be probably the same day that I watch her vlog. So I will leave her vlog linked down below, as well as Elle's. I'm not sure when theirs are going up, but we do have it planned to go up in a few days. So I'll check in with them and see what's going on. But yeah, if their vlogs are up, I'll leave them linked down below. And stay tuned for September when me and my friends read my pick, maybe, hopefully. But yeah, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so far it's been very successful for me. I believe, I don't remember the exact rating I gave Elle's book, but I gave this book 4 stars, which is great. Especially considering I wasn't super loving it in the beginning because of the bullying aspect. But in the end, I did enjoy it. 4 stars is very, very great. I'm excited to see and hear my friends' thoughts now that the videos will hopefully be going up soon. We can actually talk about it because I feel like I get my thoughts out when I'm discussing it with others. So I'm excited to see how that goes. But yes, so I've said it many times, but 4 stars to Brutal Obsession by S. Mastery. Here is a final look at all of the tabbies. And yeah, so that is it from me. You can like, comment, and subscribe down below if you'd like. All of my socials, follow me anywhere else, and all of the videos and friends that I mentioned will be linked in the description below. But that's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!